Well, we are truly civilized now. I picked up this Separett toilet on Craigslist for a fraction of its full value. It's never been used. Everything's in its packaging. And I am super excited. In our area, it's possible to get approval for a composting toilet. Composting toilets are actually a common sense solution to waste management, especially on our lot because we have basically no topsoil and no way of putting in a septic system. So the composting toilet basically separates your waste into urine, which will go to the gray water, and solid waste, which is collected in a biodegradable bag in the toilet. This solid waste gets collected. Well, first of all, it gets dried out because there's a fan running continuously, drawing air out and through the plumbing stack. Then the waste becomes desiccated and basically takes up a very small fraction of its normal volume. And this waste collection container can last months, depending on the number of people using it. But once this area is full, the bin is removed. There's a lid that goes on it, and the Separett comes with 3 of these bins. And it's taken outside. And what we're going to have is 2 large barrels, plastic barrels with a sealed bottom, so there's no way for any liquids to get out. These will be capped with screen so that no bugs can get in, and there'll be a roof over it so that no rain can get in. Then basically over time we'll slowly fill this barrel, and once it's full, which I estimate will take at least a year or 2, it'll be capped with its original lid, sealing off all air, and the waste inside will be allowed to compost for a minimum of a year. After a year, it can be used in a garden as compost for non-edible plants. This is a Villa 9200, which apparently, according to the reviews I've read online, is the one you want. Comes with all the accessories. The toilet comes with this adapter for a flexible pipe that goes onto the urine diverter, but I would like to convert this directly to PVC to go to mix with our grey water. So I gotta make an adapter to fit on here to adapt. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a 1.5 to 1 inch at Home Depot, so I'm gonna adapt this 1.5 to 3/4. I'm just gonna cut out this part. The fitting from the Separett just slides on. It has a little gasket in there. Fits on like so. And then my new fitting will fit on like that. And then I can just go 1.5 inch ABS down to our grey water system. So I cleaned the parts up really well with alcohol, and I sanded them. And then I'm going to use a JB weld. I'll leave that clamped overnight, and in the morning I should have a nice strong piece. So as you can see, the bathroom is starting to come together. We've got our sink and our taps, which I'm just going to have to plumb in. And the toilet's here. The urine outlet is connected. And that second outlet will be for the drain from the sink. And then the fan will go out through the ceiling, which I'm still working on. When you're installing your vent, either through the wall or through the ceiling, as I'm doing, the Separett gives you these 2 little screens to keep any bugs from coming in through the out. And in my case, I'm going to be using the vent through the ceiling, and basically just pop it in here and prevents any bugs from getting in. So once I figured out where the exhaust pipe was going to go through the ceiling, I drilled a little pilot hole. Now I can go up on top and drill from the top down. Sometimes being out here off-grid on the lake means improvising. My big 4-inch bit was dull, so I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. There we go. Or a rubber boot goes over the pipe. Like that. Pipe with a hole. There you go, there's the finished thing. One thing I know for sure is that the ladies will not miss the outhouse. For our land, a septic system just wasn't an option. And although it does take a little more effort to deal with a composting toilet, it can be the right solution for some people. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll see you next time.